in a world crying out for a top 10 show. John Roca and Matt Nost are here to bring you the top 10. Take it away, boys. Oh, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Topic
Thunder.
Here from the Top 10 Show, I am John Roca.
I'm Matt Nost, slowly adjusting his camera. So for those watching, I apologize, but a little shimmy back and forth. It's on top of a strainer, a big colander. That's the biggest thing I've got that is the right height to propel my laptop up. It's good times.
Nice.
Great design by Dell to put the camera at the bottom near the keyboard.
That's a little weird. I don't know why they did it that way. Everything should be at the top. That way your eyes, naturally, you're not leaning down. It's just weird. No one wants to look up people's nose hair, so it just doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yes, it's an unflattering angle. Why would you ever choose this for any? I mean, my guess is just for the economy to fit everything in a little bit more tightly and to get more, performance out of the overall, perhaps. But everybody else is kind of goes the other direction.
Yeah,
great laptop. Otherwise, I love it, but at the same time.
All right.
That camera situation is just dumb.
We know it's not dumb. That's our patrons. Our patrons have been sending us in a bunch of stuff, a bunch of questions. Matt and I have been saying it every week. We'll keep reiterating the fact that we've really enjoyed Topic Thunder over the last few weeks. So many great questions coming through that kind of challenge Matt and I to come up with answers, and they do spark some fun discussions between us. And I imagine today will be no different.
Nope.
If you're watching this, if you want to be a part of it, just go to patreon.com/thetop10. See the multiple tiers that are available there for you to sign up and support the Top 10 Show and to send in your questions. So you can have your question read on the Top 10 Topic Thunder Show. We've never missed a question, so we always read your questions. And there's no question that has never been read on the show.
The only time I think we've skipped over is when people sent ideas and whatnot that weren't germane to the discussion today, but we read those emails.
Yes, we absolutely did.
But yeah, whatever you send in, we end up talking about. And I think you start this this week.
I think I go this first. That's right. So let's jump into it now. This is from, I think, Josh Sachs. Is that correct?
I believe so.
All right. Josh Sachs says, hello, guys. Greetings from north of the border. I have been enjoying all of the work you guys have been doing during this lockdown. It has been a pleasure to hear your thoughts on everything going on. Oh, thank you, Josh. I have been eagerly awaiting to hear more details about Top 10 Jap, all D, or whatever you end up calling it, and look forward to the chance to participate. My question is in regards to movie ratings. Rating systems are different in every country through the groupings, though the groupings are normally quite similar. Would you guys ever want to see a more truly universal rating system, or would it be better to completely abolish ratings, except for something like NC-17, and replace it with more specific content warnings? Keep up the great work. Hopefully this crisis has worked out, because I know I am not the only one who was really looking forward to seeing you guys in Toronto. Josh Sachs. All right, Matt, thoughts on ratings?
Well, more details about, it's called The Golden Ticket. So when you send this in, that is the new show that's coming out.
Ding,
and
ding,
we're
ding.
going to be recording those coming up in the very near future. So stay tuned. Hopefully we've got a release date for you on next week's show. Once we figure that out, or possibly the week after that. But yes, it is coming, working out. We got a ton of people that joined in. I mean, there's the response was overwhelming on some level. So it's going to be a hell of a tournament amongst a wide array of our fans. Yeah. And we're both looking forward to it. We got some good ideas. We got some slick graphics, some nice music.
Yeah.
It should be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it just as much as you guys are. As far as rating system, a universal one, that doesn't really affect us. Do you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't see movies in other countries. So it's like, oh, this is PG-13. If I'm in another country, I'm there for, vacation. I'm not going to go see a movie, more than likely. Unless it's some epic, historic, like, oh, you got to see they're replaying this at this specific theater where it debuted. Right. Maybe. But doesn't really affect me. I like the content warnings. That's interesting.
Well, we get that for TV now, right? TVMA, TVL, N for nudity, and of course language and violence and all of that. So I think it would be interesting to do it that way, because you kind of allow the parents to do a little more analysis of whether they should allow their kid to go see these movies. But I mean, the rating system has been a bit of a cop out in that, okay, well, if it's PG, I know I can take my kids to it. Or if it's G, I know I can take my kids to it. If it's PG-13, then I might have to go see it myself first to make sure it's okay. But if you put the warnings ahead of time, oh, there's nudity, there's language and violence. All right, I'm not going to take my kids. Who knows? I mean, it's all dependent on you as a parent. So I don't know. I can see the argument both ways. The universal thing is a little weird to me, because I don't think you can do anything universal, because country to country, cultures are different. You know, what's allowed, what's not allowed, what's accepted, what's not accepted. It's always different. Yeah. So to foist a universal rating system on the entire world doesn't seem to make sense to me overall. No. But the idea of putting content warnings, I kind of like that idea, because this idea of an R-rated film or a PG-13 rated film, it's people use it too much as a crutch when they're analyzing movies, and this R-rated film. R-rated films never do this well. Blah blah blah. It'd be nice to erase that kind of thing and be like, well, did this film do well? Period. You know? Yeah,
but if you add, because I think the better version would be just to hybridize, because there are going to be people like, what is the stinking rating? Is it a PG? Is it a G? I don't care about the rest.
Right.
Because I'm only going to take my kids to so much. What, did the camera just get way tighter?
No. Yeah, it's my fault. I didn't put up the brand for us, our Patreon address and our top 10 and all that. So I apologize.
No problem.
We were doing a bunch of things before we started, so it kind of threw me off. Anyway, yes. So go ahead.
So G, and then the description, graphic this, not for G, for like PG-13, nudity and blah.
Right.
I could see that potentially.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, right next to it, like, what kind of PG-13 is it? Oh, it's got some boobs. Oh, okay. Well, do I want that? Doesn't really happen anymore.
No, it doesn't.
But like gratuitous violence, be like, all right, well, does my kid really need to see that? But yeah, who knows? I think the universal's never going to happen.
Yeah. We'll see. All right, what do we got next?
Well, thank you, Josh Sachs.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh.
And we look forward to seeing you on the Golden Ticket.
And maybe in Toronto one day. Yeah.
Yes, perhaps in Toronto in 2021 at some point. Hey, Matt and John, Philippe here again. Really excited with the announcements and glad to see the top 10 train keep rising to new heights. Just to let you know, I'm going to win this Jeopardy tournament Golden Ticket, or I'll just crash and burn. It's an equally 50-50 scenario. My question is guilty pleasures. What are some movies, TV shows, or music that you are not ashamed to admit that you like or love? I'm not afraid to admit that as a 22-year-old male, I love ABBA. All right. My parents introduced me to great music from their time, like the Beatles, Rolling Stones, ABBA, Devo, Def Leppard, AC/DC, and others. I hope this opens up a can of worms and can't wait for the tournament. Thanks, Philip. Guilty pleasure. I thought of a band that you might like, given, I think it was in the last Topic Thunder that you said you listened to whatever, house music, that type of thing. It's not really house music, but it's kind of atmospheric jam. I don't know. It's got a lot of the same repetition and repeating patterns from house music. But Rat-a-Tat, you ever listen to them?
No, I never heard of them. Rat-a-Tat.
And I think the album is called Black Cat.
Okay.
But I think you dig it. It's chill. It's the same kind of recurring kind of jam feel, but it's not quite like waiting for the bass drop at all times.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. I just found it. All right. I'll take a look at it. Interesting. All right.
I think you might like them.
All right.
It's a good album. I've listened to that a lot.
Okay. Let's go, Matt. Guilty pleasures, Matt.
Guilty.
Come on, Matt. Matt's always trying to be the coolest guy in the room. I want to hear this. What's your guilty pleasures, Matt? Come on.
Well, with music, I like all kinds of stuff. So there is no real
guilty pleasure. You got a guilty pleasure with Barbra Streisand?
Nah, I've never really understood the deal with Barbra Streisand.
Okay. A little soft rock, maybe a little Air Supply. Does that creep into yours? Are we willing to admit any of that? No?
It's not admit. I don't mind Kenny Loggins. Like, there's some yacht rock that I think is pretty fantastic.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Loggins is acceptable because he did Danger Zone. Danger Zone.
That song is so cheesy. Are you kidding me?
What?
Listen to it. It is cheesy. It's pure cheese. Highway to the danger zone. Down. Okay.
I don't know.
It's cheesy, pure. Man. It's pure 80s Bud Light commercial.
I love it. I ride my bike to that shit.
Of course you do. You're little Mac, and you're on your bike, and there's just that little cut screen. Bow, bow, bow. Do
you have any guilty pleasure movies that like everybody hates but you love for some reason, or maybe there's a romantic comedy that you thoroughly get all emotional about? Anything like that?
Well, I just what about you?
No. You're the coolest guy in the room all the time. You never admit this stuff. To break it down.
I just brought up Loggins, and then I kind of cracked on it, but I still enjoy it. Messina,
Loggins, Messina.
Sure, right. The combo, it's terrible, but it's great. I like ABBA.
I mean, ABBA's out there, man. Would you say
ABBA's
ABBA?
great.
All right,
it's pop music, and on some level, pop music is undeniable because it's a fucking formula.
It's true. Very true. Very true. Did you watch the Eurovision movie, or did you not watch that one yet?
No, I heard it wasn't that good, so I didn't watch it.
All right.
I watched Greyhound. You see that?
I did.
That's
Dude,
good.
It was damn good. It's like, look, all you need to know is this motherfucker is going out on the water. That's all you need to know. You don't need anything else. Yeah. He's in love with Elizabeth Shue, and he's just trying to get back to her. Let's go. It's basically it. And in an hour and 20 minutes of awesome battle sequences, and tightrope. I put in the tweet, tightrope tension. And like the score is great. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was surprised because I thought I was going to get like a lightweight movie that felt a bit cheesy. And it wasn't, man. You feel like you're on that boat with those guys. I loved it.
Yeah, I want to say this was supposed to come out last year. And for some reason, it got moved to this year. Not that they finished shooting or whatnot, but the original released announcement was sometime around this time last year. So I was, I wanted it to be good. When I initially heard about it, I was like, dude, all right. Tom Hanks, World War II. Yeah. Submarines, like I'm in. Let's do this. Yeah. But it was good. I mean, it is. It's 90 minutes. I don't think it should be a minute longer. No, it could. It totally could. But I think they really did an excellent job of encapsulating this one little story.
Oh yeah.
Within 90 minutes, I think it's a perfect little arc for it, especially at the end when you find out like certain aspects of it.
Yeah.
Don't want to spoil for anybody that hasn't seen it, but yeah, it was good. Catherine and I just started Murder, She Wrote. Never watched that.
Oh, there you go. That could be a guilty pleasure.
We saw the pilot. We enjoyed it. I mean, it's
old lady.
The costuming and whatnot is 80s, but
it really is.
Dude, we're just out of shit to watch.
Yeah. Are you guys watching the one on HBO? I'll wait until dark, or I'll be in the dark, or whatever it was.
I haven't heard anybody say they're really watching it. I'm kind of waiting on that. Is it really
great, dude?
Somebody told me
good.
Somebody told me the acting takes them out of it at times. It's like it's not.
No. This is a documentary. The documentary they're doing on HBO. That's the documentary about them hunting down the Golden State Killer.
Oh, no, haven't yet. But that's on the list of when we're into it, because like Stateless, we've watched the first 3 of the 6 of that.
Oh, okay.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like we got to be in the mood for it. We will finish it, but it's like I got to be in the right mood for Stateless. And she's not the biggest documentary fan, so she's got to be in the right mood for it. So it's like one of those of when she knows she wants to watch it, but because her sister loves them, so she's always watching. You should watch this, and then this is one that piqued her interest, I guess. But yeah, eventually. No, I was thinking of anyway. I can't remember what it was.
Harry Mason. No,
watching that, I like that.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that absolutely. We just finished off Belgravia. That's one of those British period pieces. So if she wants to watch it, she watched it. Okay.
She watched it. It's a British period piece. She's giving them all a whirl. I swear to God.
All right. And the Dorels in Corfu is another one. So we finished those off. Gil, I mean, I've got so many. I mean, Barry. The other day, I just downloaded a shit ton of Barry Manilow because when I was transferring music over.
Great.
Yeah, I love Barry. I mean, the Air Supply stuff still works.
Yeah. Like I get why it was popular, but it's not for it's just a little too soft for me to listen.
Yeah. What other? I don't know if there's anything else necessary. I mean, I have guilty pleasure movies, of course, like Hudson Hawk, or even Armageddon could be a bit of a guilty pleasure movie.
But we've talked about those.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a Million Ways to Die in the West. That's a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't know what else I could throw out there that would necessarily be like a little. I mean, I like romantic comedies, so I mean, I'll watch a few of those whenever they pop on, and I got no shame about that. Yeah, I don't know. Is Golden Girls a guilty pleasure for a dude? I don't know. Maybe that
really.
show is great.
It's a good show. It's well written. It's got snappy jokes. The laugh track is a little, much.
Oh, right.
Now
the writing is tight, though. The writing
it
is
is.
tight. Yeah.
It's bing, 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 bing. They know who their characters are entirely.
Yep, absolutely. Well, sorry, Philippe. I wanted to give you more, but I don't know if there's more to give you.
Trying to think of any other like potential music. Because any of the pop 80s stuff, it's what we grew up with. Love that stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm a Katy Perry person. I'll tell you that right now. My girlfriend makes fun of me all the time for that. I enjoy just about every Katy Perry song that she's ever released. Last few have been kind of shaky, but overall, I like her vibe way more than Taylor Swift's vibe. I'm a Spice Girl, so I owned every Spice Girl CD that ever came out, so I'll full on admit that. There's a guilty pleasure, I suppose. I would totally see those ladies in concert if I ever got a chance to see them in concert.
Yeah. Any boy band, like I know dudes that love NSYNC that are our age, shit like that. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, not your jam.
The bye. It wasn't NSYNC though. Oh no, was that one NSYNC? I can't remember.
That is NSYNC, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then all that. Like I understand who it's made for, but it got its hooks in. Yeah. Some of my adult friends are like, "Wow, really? It was that poppy, that catchy, that it managed to hook you in." You know what song wormed its way into my brain? I'm not kidding. 5 days. I hummed it to myself. I was singing it along. Yeah. Which is King George's songs from Hamilton.
Da 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 da. Yeah.
Da 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 da. You'll be back. Time will tell. And it's because it's such a wrench in the monkey works.
It really is.
Just completely anachronistic to all the other styles that they're emulating within rap and hip hop.
Yeah.
And it's just pitch perfect. But man, that is fucking catchy.
That is earworm music. I have been singing it to myself all week this week. The other day, Lindley heard me singing it. She was in the kitchen. She came out and she almost threw something in my head. And she was like, enough. I was like, I'm sorry.
Got stuck in mine, and then it got stuck in Catherine's. And 2 days later, she was like disgustedly singing it, going, "This will not get out of my head."
It's a great song. It's very that ending is perfect when he says that I'll kill your friends and family.
Yeah,
just to prove my love to you.
Exactly. And then it's changing it to you can't afford this. You can't afford my war. And the next one. And then ultimately, who's going to lead? It's like it's a great progression.
Yeah.
Of the overall, it was him and the guy that played Aaron Boone. I thought were stellar.
Oh, Aaron Burr, yeah, Leslie Odom Jr.
Or Aaron Burr, sorry, Aaron Boone. That's like Daniel Boone's cousin that nobody knows about.
All right, well there we go. Let's move on to our next one. Thank you, Philippe, for that one. Appreciate it. This one's from Joe Ibarra, Joey B. What up, my LA brothers? Has there ever been a movie character that you've identified with so much it's like looking at a mirror? Whether it's attitude, logic, or characteristics, for me, every time I watch one of my favorite comedies, Due Date, Don't Judge, I can't help to think, holy shit, I am Robert Downey Jr.'s character, Peter Hyman. Again, Don't Judge. We have the same sarcasm, vulnerability, selfish, and selflessness. If only we had the same looks. There you go, Joe Ibarra. What about you, Matt? Do you have a movie character you identify with?
A movie character doppelganger?
Yeah, or someone you identify with. Maybe not doppelganger, but certainly someone that whose characteristics or essence you feel the most connected to.
I would say it's a blend of two.
Okay.
Basically, anything George Clooney has been in and John Holmes. And I think between those two, you get a real sense of my personality as a whole.
I think you do.
I think you do. If this camera could pull back, this is just a T-shirt on, guys.
Hey, boogie nights. Just massage.
You're a star. You're a star. Just right into the camera. Oh, yeah.
Shit. I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone obviously there are characteristics of characters. Like in 1776, that musical, I feel like I'm John Adams throughout the whole, that's me trying to make something happen. Everyone's telling me to sit down. I'm trying to prove the point, and then that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm sure there are characters that I've seen shades of myself in. I'm trying to think of any Westerns that I've really seen myself, because I don't see myself as a John Wayne type necessarily. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one.
Yeah.
It seems as though that's one. Joe, you might have stumped us because I feel like you need to sit and think about that.
I think more TV shows. Like I see myself sometimes like Tony Soprano. Like I could see that, like kind of a bigger dude who's kind of figuring things out, but he's got this like desire to understand things, but then he's like driven to make mistakes and things like that. He's like, he can be self-destructive like Tony was. I guess in my past, I felt the connection to that kind of stuff. Not that I would ever be like leading a mafia, but I'm just more like the characteristic, his essence. I'm trying to think of a movie like Armageddon, maybe. No, Bruce Willis. No, not really Bruce Willis in Armageddon either.
That's the other thing with this. He chose Due Date, and that's a believable character. And you're taking mob boss and man who saved the world.
That's fair. Wow,
these are my closest corollaries.
He's a roughneck, man.
I mean, Lee Iacocca with Schwarzenegger's muscles. I think I'm.
Well, you're the one saying you're John Holmes.
Yeah. It's I'm going for accuracy. You're going for saving the world.
Accuracy. I can't think of anything. I don't have my string of movies in front of me right now, or else I might go through them.
Sure. Yeah, if we're doing that, like I'd love to believe I'm Matt Damon in The Martian.
Oh, there you go. I could see that. Actually, I could see that. I could see you sciencing the shit out of that stuff.
I have no understanding of agriculture on that level. Knowing that the chemical composition of jet fuel is X, and then all I have to do, it's not even that. You need to make CO2 to burn that to create this habitable. That's a decades of studying that I haven't done, but I'd like to believe that I could.
That's fair. Damn, you stumped me. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that I would see myself in necessarily. Maybe Tom Cruise in Top Gun. How about that?
Highway to the dangers. I love to see you shirtless playing volleyball.
Not right now. Nobody wants to see that.
I've never seen you outside of 2 shirts. I can't even imagine shirtless.
My girlfriend doesn't even see me shirtless.
Just kept flexing, looking at your watch that you don't wear.
It's like Chris Farley. Where's the gym? Gym?
That's fine. I'll be him and Adam Sandler over on the side with my flip-up shades. Oh, and you're over there. Oh, look at this.
That's a good one. I know who it is. Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon. I feel like I get that crazy. I think when I was in my 20s and I was full on fucking nuts. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of insane aggressiveness and then kind of like wild-eyed look at the world. Yeah, I would say very much so that I felt an affinity. Now, as an old man, I'm just like, I don't know what I connected to. Ed Asner? I don't know. I don't really know. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Thank you, Joe, for that question. You kind of stumped us a little bit. Matt?
You did. But thank you nonetheless, Joe. And for everything you helped us do with this show. We thoroughly appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
The next one is from Maurice Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, I'm trying to get a link to the study Steve Morris talked about on Outlaw Nation yesterday. This was regarding the African-American students' suspension rate in a particular school district. You know what? I'll forward this over to you.
Okay. All right. He's got one at the end, though.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Okay. Here I go anyway with a hypothetical. Insert your most anticipated movie release here is dropping in 2 weeks. What precautions have you to be taken for you to go see this movie in theaters? Would you even go? Would you go if not in LA, parenthetically, any city not so hard hit with the second wave of the virus?
Ooh, good question, actually. I would say the Bond movie, which it came out today, that as we're recording this, that they're possibly going to move it to next year. But I would say the Bond movie is dropping in 2 weeks. What precautions have to be taken for you to go see this movie in the theaters? They have to assure me that they're only going to sell like 30 tickets in the entire theater of 200 people, or 200 seats, and that they will tightly enforce social distancing guidelines so that everyone is at least 10 to 15 seats apart from each other. Everyone is wearing a issued mask that you get to keep that is very well done, high quality mask. And there is someone being like a traffic cop, so that when the movie is over and people start to leave, you wait to leave until you're waved forward by the traffic cop. So you stand up and move to the end of the aisle, assuming there's no one there, and you wait until and you lift your arm, and then when that person says you can go, you get up and you leave. So those are the precautions I think I would be okay with. I would happily do it in LA if they had those kind of precautions in place. If I'm like in Omaha or something like that, where I think it's not that bad there, then it's maybe a little bit more people are allowed in the theater. But overall, that's how I would do it.
I think the best is either going to be a really, sparsely populated state.
Yes.
So the Dakotas, Idaho, Montana, somewhere you could spread the fuck out.
Yeah.
Or the Northeast right now has a low transmission rate. So much so that Massachusetts is talking about actually going back to school, and they might be able to pull it off because they've done such a good job. It's possible.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see one here in LA.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't even take the chance. Even if they did all that stuff, you wouldn't take the chance. Yeah.
No, because you're in there for 2 hours, and if somebody does have it, then you're just increasing, I'm assuming, over the course of time because it's within the air and whatnot, and it's just not worth it to me.
I could see that.
Yeah, it sucks. I would love to go see a movie. I just don't see it happening, unfortunately, anytime soon. Like, I'm getting ready to see Family, and we're all debating, do we wear masks the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be in close proximity, but we haven't seen each other in a while. So
you never know.
Yeah, it's just like you don't. So, shit, I can't even do that with the people that I trust the most.
Yeah.
Or at least I'm debating as to what, potentially makes the most sense. So, yeah, I don't know. In 2 weeks, not in LA, man. I wouldn't touch anything here.
Yeah, that's fair. I actually respect that, actually.
Drive out to Barstow, maybe. Somewhere that's, maybe doesn't have the outbreak. It's in the middle of the desert. It's hot as shit. It's just,
I can see that.
Yeah, but even then, California is a no-fly zone for me right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Maurice, for that question. Matt, we're at 26. You want to wrap it here or do one more? Or 27 minutes? You want to do one more?
Let's do one more because I think we've been doing about 30. So,
all right. This one's from Chris Lemke. It's pretty simple and straightforward and to the point. Which athlete / actor / musician do you think deserves to have the prestige biopic? Thanks, guys. All right. What do you say there, Matt? Prestige biopic.
Yeah, let's see. So I'm thinking like you go classical.
Sure.
But the biggest names have been done.
Yeah, kind of have been.
Yeah. I mean, unless you redid maybe Beethoven, because I don't know how many people saw that with Oldman.
Right, Immortal Beloved. Yeah.
Yeah. The current day, because I want something good. You know what I mean? I don't want something just churned out.
Sure.
Because then we're not going to get to see it again. I think Zeppelin could be a good one.
Oh, yeah, man. Zeppelin could be good.
Yeah, Zeppelin or the Beatles, possibly.
Yeah, a good prestige Beatles biopic would be fantastic. Because, I mean, Backbeat is nice. Just the Two of Us, the one with Aidan Quinn and Jared Harris is a good watch if you ever catch that. There's another one that they came out with that was a little bit of a TV movie biopic approach to it that was interesting to watch.
Was that the SNL one where they were like debating on whether or not to go? Lauren Michaels went on air and said, I'll pay the Beatles right now.
Oh, yeah.
$100.
That's just the Two of Us. Yes.
Okay.
That's just the two of us, which I liked.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
But I think that's what you need to do with the Beatles is Sliver in Time movie.
That'd be good, actually.
Whereas I think Zeppelin, you could get away with doing the whole arc.
Right. Like you did with Queen and Bohemian Rhapsody. That was like the whole arc.
Yeah.
But with the Beatles, they're so, and it's ironic because the Beatles were only together for so long. Yeah, you could do the teeny bopper years in essence, and then you could do their
Sgt. Pepper era.
Yeah, all that shit, and then like the breakup, which is what's that Peter Jackson, the Let It Be documentary that he's going to release apparently now next year. That's going to be dropping as well. So that's going to be interesting exploration of what's left of them at the time. But yeah, I could see that. I mean, Michael Jackson is one that could be interesting if you did it right. There is that Jackson's VH1 opus that they did, but
yeah, but don't we kind of know that story?
Yeah. Oh, so you want someone that like got
Well,
famous, but you hasn't quite been covered as strongly.
The problem with Jackson though is you're gonna have to get into the sexual allegations.
Of course.
And I don't see anybody wanting to produce that.
Yeah.
Documentary, sure, it'd be cheaper. So which they've done, but
sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe in 20 years, in 30 years, when he's not as relevant.
Yeah. I mean, Fleetwood Mac's a big one because everyone was sleeping with each other.
Yeah.
Prince? What about Prince? Or is it too soon for Prince?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the average person knows as much about Prince as they do about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was famous from the age of 5?
Yeah, right.
Like most people don't know that Prince was an excellent basketball player. All the jokes on Chappelle's show, but the dude could legitimately ball, was an excellent high school baller. So to see that, like him in high school, and you see this, and you're used to the Purple King or whatever the hell, the purple, Mr. Purple. I don't know what the moniker is. Purple Paisley.
It's just purple.
Grimace.
Grimace, that's what it is.
Just straight purple? I don't even know.
Shirts and blouses.
Let's see. What about an athlete that we don't know? I kind of wish the Mantle and Maris one wasn't an HBO and got a full release.
61. Yeah, that was
good.
Yeah. Billy Crystal directed a good movie.
Yeah. And you don't have to do the full Mantle, and you don't have to do the full
Right.
And it was perfect to see both of their journey.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else? Big, huge athlete that you give a shit about, that you want to see.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I mean,
Pele.
Pele would be very, very interesting, actually, because we've only ever seen documentaries. I think there is a film that's out, but it wasn't that good. But I think we're almost done, Matt, with doing the biography on people. Don't you? Like there was just something about those people that were interesting to watch, but I don't think our people over the last 3 or 4 decades have necessarily come close to what those people did back then. So Pele definitely, but I wouldn't want to see a Ronaldo or a Messi documentary or.
Yeah, not yet, but
maybe
you don't know his story.
Yeah. Maybe Maradona. Like, because I watched that documentary HBO, I interviewed that director, and it was insane. And that was a sliver of time doc as well. Mm-hmm. So it would be insane to explore how famous he got from absolute dirt poor to like and then to all the bullshit he put himself through, self-inflicted after he stopped playing soccer. So, or football, whatever you want to call it.
It was one that I think you could do. It'd still be tough, but I think it's easier than the Michael Jackson, which is a Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah, the Tyson. Well, they're doing that. Jamie Foxx is doing Mike Tyson.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're doing one.
Okay.
And Aretha Franklin, Jennifer Hudson's doing her. So.
But.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. This Prince. Look at Prince. That's a ball player right there, son.
Oh, dude. By all accounts, he's got a silky smooth jumper, and he's quick as lightning at that age.
Look at Prince. He's like, I'm going to score on you, bitch. Yeah, I respect it, dude. What about Chris Paul? I think Chris Paul would be an interesting documentary. Maybe a TV movie, a documentary, but I think it would be interesting.
Well, you'd have the good high school. So his grandpa dies when he's a senior. I think he died at the age of 63, and he went out and scored 63 points and then checked out of the game after that. His grandpa was like one of the biggest figures in his life up to that point. It's like, wow, shit, that's out of high school. So that's, maybe. I mean, LeBron is the natural LeBron or Kobe, but I think LeBron has more pull.
What about Magic? If you do the Magic to bio and deal with him all the way up to where he gets diagnosed with HIV,
I would be so in if we got all the swinger parties with him and Dr. Buss and all the fun showtime off the court.
Yeah,
there's no way Magic will have to be dead before. Those fully come because his wife. There's no way his wife is going to sit through this.
Yeah, right. It's like the documentary with Jordan. They weren't going near.
No, well, he had final
his wife.
Say.
Yeah,
so
near that shit.
No,
Jim Brown could be interesting for all the stuff he did on the field and also the political causes and all of that. Kareem could be interesting. Larry Bird would be a fun doc, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, not doc, but biopic,
I don't know. There's still a decent number. And I think as far as the biopic, not, it's ebb and flow.
Yeah.
It's hot for a few years and then it goes away and then it comes back and it's hot again and it goes away. So
we still haven't seen a damn good Elvis one. We still haven't. I mean, I guess the Kurt Russell one qualifies from the 70s, but nobody watches that one. I'd love a damn good Elvis one. Maybe even that sliver of time from where he transitions from being like this fucking awesome guy to, like this star to like becoming the tail end of the 70s. He was just like fucking losing it, I'd be down with it. But then again, Priscilla would have to die, or kids would have to die, his kids rather, before they allow any kind of desecration of Elvis Presley on screen. So it's a shame.
Maybe not,
We'll see.
Well, because it would boost album sales and it would help the estate, which helps all of them.
But it'd be like Straight Outta Compton. It was like, well, let's not show them dealing drugs. Let's stay away from that shit, shooting people. Let's stay away from that shit. It isn't 100%. So
yeah, and people love Straight Outta Compton. So
they do.
Yeah, though they will try again, and then they will try again.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's too hard not to.
Anyway, all right. Well, there we go. Thank you so much to everybody who sent in. Thank you to what was that one from?
Chris Lemke right there.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Give us some good conversation. Matt, what do we got to tell them here?
Stay tuned for announcements on the golden ticket. That is coming up in the very, very near future. But like we said again, we're putting together all of it on the back end now so we can roll it out, and it's a fully formed show for you guys. But thank you to the people that gave us questions today that are going to be participants. We can't wait to have you on the show, and looking forward to that in the very, very near future. So stay tuned for that. You can follow me anywhere at Matt Nost. And thanks to all our patrons that support us and sent in topics this week for Topic Thunder. And that's it for me.
Thank you as well. Please follow me at The Roken Says on Twitter and on Instagram. If you, we're available on YouTube. If you're just listening to this version of it, go over to YouTube and watch our pretty faces talking about this kind of stuff. It's over there as well. You can also go to my YouTube, youtube.com/John Roca Says, and see all the stuff I got going on there as well. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Topic
Thunder.